Dear listeners, welcome on TVNR Radio. This is Ed Vos speaking. We are now broadcasting the program of program maker Robbert van den Broeke concerning crop circles in the Netherlands, part 2. But before we continue, let's just listen to some music. Dear listeners, this is the second part of the report of Robbert van den Broeke about the crop circles that have been found in the Netherlands in 2012. The first volume was broadcasted last month. Every last Friday we broadcast a program with Robbert van den Broeke. And let's continue now with the 10th formation, Robbert. The 10th formation was found on 16 July 2012, and in that period a lot of things were happening. So that 10th formation had to do with the 11th, 12th and 13th as well. So it was a combination of those four formations. But let's talk about the 10th first.
Thank you. You're welcome. It was for me. I was walking to the bedroom and watching the mirror, and I was put out, do my T-shirt out, and I was see that there was standing a very strange sign on my breast. Stan was make immediately pictures from it, and I was sitting again by my computer and starting to talk again with Nancy Talbot, and it was very strange. The Skype gesprek, the Skype talk was frozen, was hanging, and there was coming out of the blue, very unexplained, a YouTube clip right in my face through my computer, and I was not watch for that YouTube clip. It was coming out of the blue, and it was a YouTube clip from a fragment from an item, an item, news item out 1998 about a UFO landing that was happening in Russia, where children was playing football between the flats where they was living. And I was watching to that clip. I was thinking, this is strange. That was very interesting. And Childs was explaining what they was seeing there, and that some experts was let make the child's drawings when they was not talking with each other to look if it is true, if they're not lying, if they make all the same drawings. And the child was making the same drawings. And on one of the drawings from the child I was see something, and that was shocked me. The child was make a drawing from the UFO, and on that UFO was standing exactly the same sign that was standing on my breast. And that was some message that creatures that was landing there on that moment was also forming this circle and was also this night around me. I'm absolutely sure about it.
Okay, Robert, we have to go to the next formation, but thank you very much for telling you about the signs you got on your forehead and on your breast. It really is remarkable. Those symbols, my girlfriend and I have received symbols just in our mind, and the symbols Robert got obviously look about the same, or at least being part of the series of signs we have. By the way, the pictures of the formations and the drawings Robert got on his forehead and breast are to be found on the website of DVNR. I give the URL www.dvnr.nl. I repeat, www.dvnr.nl. Also afterwards, as the broadcast is over, they are to be found there. Well, okay, Robert. The next formation, you looked in a mirror and you saw something, but let's begin at the beginning of the next formation that was laid down in the fields on 20th of July 2012.
Yes, I was at home, and I was get an image in my head, and vision from a sort of disc, a sort of silver ball disc around it, and under the silvery ball was in 1 second a flash, and in that flash I was feel very strong that the flash was make the formation on that moment, was make a formation in the grass. And that flash was, I think it's very interesting. I cannot explain it with my logic, but I was feel that in that flash was sitting sort of code, sort of key that was make the circle. But it was in 1 second. I'm absolutely sure what I was seeing the vision. The formation was formed in 1 second. And then it was around 1 o'clock in the night. And then I was go directly to the field, and I was walk through the old formation, and there was an old formation there that was come in the beginning of the year there, and also now there was a little bit older formation before this formation, because I was walk through the older formation to further in the fields, and then I was see a beautiful simple formation, one big circle with two little ones, and it was very strange. There was also a little circle, and that was an half circle. It was looked like if it was not fixed already. And I was feeling very soft, very sweet energy. And I was go to home, and I was feel that something on my forehead was burning again and was itchy also. And after that, also my breast was burning and itchy. And when I was watching the mirror, I was see again some sort of symbol on my forehead and on my breast, and it was exactly on my forehead was the same symbol as on my breast. I was seated in a mirror, and it was a sort of triangle with that was open on the underside, and a sort of vertical line in the triangle. And it's very interesting that this is happening now. This is a sort of new thing that's happening. I'm self be very quiet in it. I feel that it is positive, and I can handle it. And I think that it is some sort of signal from the other dimension that they are here and that they give some sort of signal. They are cosmic symbols.
Okay, Robbert, until so far the 11th formation, which is part actually of number 10, 11, 12, 13. The 12th formation, what we are discussing now, was laid down in the field on the 21st of July 2012, and it has some very interesting details as well. Well, I give you the time to tell your experiences and what happened and what you saw and so on.
It was around 1 o'clock in the night, and I was get a vision again, and I was see that by a field where circles was lay already on another field very close by it. That was the field from the Enk. That on that field was something happening again, and I was see very strong 2 big white light bulbs hanging, and some little balls was popped out the bigger light bulbs. And it was looked like if I was self there. Exactly, the vision was so strong that it was look like if I was in an IMAX theater. It was around me. I was there, but I was physical in my home, in my living room, and I was see very strong light from light that the formation was forming. And the formation was give also light when I was seated, and it was look like
Like a transparent
I
view.
will see that in yes, yes, exactly. And I will see rings, circles, rings, beautiful formation. And I was see something in the vision, the same symbol that was appear on my breast, and that was very strange. I was see that symbol also in the field, and
Great, Robert. That I
yes,
didn't know.
yes, okay, yes,
Doesn't
that's very
matter. Doesn't matter.
yes,
Please continue.
yes, and I was feel a very deep love, a very deep peace, and I was go immediately with Stan, a friend of me, driving to that field. And when we was come there was a big formation. And when we was walk a little bit closer in the field, I'm and also Stan was see some transparent two shims, and they was disappear when we was walking closer. And we was feel also some sort of spiral vortex in the circle, and the energy was very strong. And after that we was go to home, and again I was feel some burning feeling on my forehead. And Stan was see that slowly there was forming some sort of figure on my forehead, exactly what was see Nancy also through the webcam in the past. And this times it was a sort of triangle with the point to the ground in some different way. And we don't know what it is exactly. We try to find out the symbol, but it's very interesting. It was also happening again on that moment, and we have discovered also that some sort of symbols was also found on a UFO crest UFO that was crashing in South Africa. And that's very interesting that it is also on my body, that I see that also now. This is very interesting. It was a very interesting experience. Yes, yes.
Very interesting, Robert. You mentioned that symbol that was found on a crashed UFO in South Africa. Nell and I, my girlfriend and I, once saw a movie with a documentary on which a shield was shown in an extraterrestrial aircraft, UFO, on which several marks, symbols were engraved or whatever. And Nell made a picture of a drawing of all of them, although it was only to be seen for a second. But that crash that took place in the Kalahari desert in South Africa for about 40 years ago, I suppose. Well, very interesting stuff. It now is coming in the crop circles. They give you a mark on your skin. Very interesting material, I suppose. But let's continue with the next crop circles, number 13 and 14.
Yes, it's very interesting. It's very beautiful. This was a very big formation in the grass. Very beautiful. Around 2 o'clock in the night, I was get the same feeling, the same restless feeling, and I was get the image from that I was get a vision that by the formation that was on that field, by the formation 12 or formation 13, that was something going on again there, and I will see in the vision that there was a flash above the formation, and that two formations was appeared again. Dus that was coming two new formations on the older formation, and that it was growing on. And when I was, I can describe on that moment, I was describe also exactly how the formation was look like. And then I was go with Stan to the fields, and we was thinking that, and I was thinking that the formation, the new formation was happening again, maybe 2 hours before I was get the vision. But most all the time that's happening, that I get the vision, and on that moment then the formation is forming. But when I was come there, only the old formation was there, and I was thinking, okay, I'm wrong. I have see it's wrong. And when I was walking with Stan in the fields, we was see no new formation. Then we was walking back to the motorbike, and in 1 second there was a very bright flash above the field. It was look like if it was 2 times flashing, very strong above the field, very close to the ground. And we was hearing a sort of strange noise, electrostatic noise, and it was very strange, you know. And the grass was wet, and when you when electricity is coming in touch with the wet grass, you get some sort of strange noise, and that sort of noise, we was hearing that, and we was walking back in the fields, and there was the brand new formation. We was witness, I was witness, and Stan was witness from a new formation that was forming right for us naked eyes, and that was very special.
That was the 14th formation. Well, I'm flabbergasted. Incredible that you can see such a formation being laid down before your naked eyes. I know you have seen that before, for instance, also with Nancy Talbot and others. Nancy Talbot from the American BLT team. But it must be a very incredible experience to see such a formation appear in the fields during the night. Well, then let's go to the next formation, number 15.
I was get around 1 o'clock in the night from 25 on 26 July. I was get a vision again, a very strong image from a field what I was knowing from out the past. In the past there was happening more circles there in 2003 and in 2009. And I was feel that on that field was something happening now also. When I was get the vision, I was see a very beautiful light form that I can only describe as a typical UFO form. And it was hanging in the field and I was hearing a very high noise, look like the flute, beep. And I was walking, I was see the vision, and I was also see that there was coming out the UFO a sort of light flash in the field. And
Dear Robert, may I interrupt you?
Yes.
I found my papers.
Okay.
And it's a formation you drew on paper before you discovered the formation.
Yes, exactly.
Continue, please continue.
Yes. And I was see under the UFO in the vision that a sort of light flash was going in the field, and I was see that in 1 second the circle was formed. And I was see how the formation was look like, and I was make a drawing from it. And then I was go with Stan on the motorbike, go to that field, and we was discover exactly a big formation, and exactly a formation that I was make. The drawing was exactly matched with the circle formation that was laid down in the field there. And I was starting directly emotional. I was feel, this is so beautiful. It was feel like a sort of healing process, also for myself, also for people. This was very beautiful. And after that, I was coming home, and there was spontaneously another sign coming on my head, and with a sort of strong feeling by it. And I was not get a message by this formation, but I was feel very strong that it was a very strong healing energy. Yes.
I can imagine, Robert, that the sign that appeared on your forehead is a very strong symbol. It looks like a Celtic cross, which of course is a very powerful symbol, and it is just fantastic. You might receive such a symbol on your forehead. Well, Robert, I suppose we only have to go just one formation, the 16th. The last one this year. That means before we recorded it, there can happen anything throughout the rest of the months to come. But the crop circle season, we may think it's on its end. We are recording this interview in September. So, as far as I know, it was the last one, the 16th formation. So, please, what can you tell us about that one?
Yes, I was having again a Skype talk with Nancy. We talk many times through Skype to talk about the things that are going on, the research and everything. And I was get immediately the feeling I must go out. I must go out. I must not stay to sitting in my house. I cannot stand it. There was so strong power to go out house that I was end the talk with Nancy and I was say I must go. I feel something. There is something happening. There will something happening. And I was make me ready to go to the fields, and then I was get a vision from the Paling Street. That's a street in my village.
Palings.
Yes, where many circles was happening. And when I was get a vision, I was see a sort of UFO look like light ship above the fields, where a sort of laser, little laser beams was shooting out. Well, when they was shooting out, first there was a straight line, and then it was formed, look like rings that was falling in the field. And it was very interesting. And I was see that the light rings was making the circles in the field. And then I was go to stand to a friend of me. He live on himself now, and we was driving to that specific field. And many times I will not go alone. When I go alone, people think that I make them. Some skeptical people say then he make them, and that's the reason that he discovered them first. And when something is happening, I have a witness by me. Dus I was go with him to the formation, and I was see the circle, a big circle with little ones by it, and I was feel also there very strong the presence from angels, from very peaceful energies that was hanging there. It was very peaceful, very beautiful energy there. Very good, and it was very peaceful, very good, and also the energy in the circles was very peaceful and also beautiful. You can see also the pictures they have made, also air pictures from it, from out the sky. With it sounds maybe strange for some people, but they do it with a kite, and that's very beautiful. You get beautiful pictures from it. And it's look very beautiful. Also, the pictures with the crop circles on it have some vibration, and it's also very good when people watch to the circle formations. They can get also some positive energies. Yes.
Okay, then that was the story about the crop circles of the year 2012. I thank Robbert very much for this interview. It always is a pleasure to have those interviews with him. Robbert is the program maker for TVNR Radio, and we have chosen for the form of the interview. Robbert and I know each other for many, many years now, and this is just a great way to share the information with you, with all the people that want to know more about crop circles. Well, hope to see you. Well, I don't see you, of course, but in the next sending, each last Friday of the month on TVNR Radio. Please see the schedule for the right time. In our time zone, the Netherlands, it will be broadcasted always on 8:30. But for our listeners abroad, it will be scheduled in your time zone on the website. The website is www.tvnr.nl. I repeat, www.tvnr.nl. And Robbert's website is to be found at www.robbert Robbert van den Broeke .nl. I repeat that as well. www.robertvandenbroeke.nl. His website is also to be found on the DVNR website. So if you didn't hear my pronouncement that well, then you can always look at that website. Well, for today I thank you for listening and hope to see you next last Friday, so in November. Thanks a lot and have a nice evening.